Hello everyone, welcome back to Chinmoy's Biology channel to yet another new episode, and today's episode is about the sex determination in honeybee. This is a very important topic for NCERT 12th exam as well as for your pre-medical exams as well. So you need to stay tuned till the end because today's lecture is going to be a very interesting one, and sex determination is in honeybee is quite different from that of what we have studied in the previous class, that is sex determination in humans, insects and birds. So stay tuned till the end and let's get started. So let us first start with a question that can sex determination be done without sex chromosome? So it is a weird question, I know, but sex determination started 50 years ago, before the sex chromosome was even identified. So this was first invented in honeybees, and it was invented by a Polish person who was actually a beekeeper. So what did he see? Actually, he had certain observations as he was a beekeeper. He saw that honeybee which never mated with any male honeybee gave birth to few male honeybee which were quite healthy in nature. But though this queen honeybee was fully virgin, it never mated with any male person, and they gave birth to male honeybee again, which was quite healthy one. So how did this happen? And this happened without a sex chromosome. So the mother is giving directly birth to a male baby without mating, which means that it doesn't have a father. So who is the father here? So we are having a question in mind that who is the father here? So this male honeybees, they don't have any father. Okay, so there lies the interesting question of today's episode, and which we are going to dig in throughout the episode, that who is the father of these male honeybees? Oh, they don't have any father, but they too have grandfather. Again, these male honeybee, as they are not being always mated and fertilized, they are not having any son and they are not having any father, but they do have grandfather and they do have a grandson. So let's go to that important part throughout this episode. Let's begin. So first we are going to see who are all the family members of this honeybee community. So first comes the queen. So queen, the genome is 2N. Okay. So the queen is diploid. Okay. But the drone is haploid. It is male. So queen is female. It is diploid. The worker is also female and it is also diploid in nature, but the drone is haploid in nature. So these are the three members of the honeybee community: the queen, the worker and the drone. Okay, so what is the function of this queen? The queen's function is only to give birth and to maintain the honeybee population. So it will stay inside the beehive, it will not go out, not do any other work. Its only work is to give birth to new honeybee and to maintain the honeybee population. Okay, so what is the function of this drone? This drone will be mating with the honeybee, and at one time the female honeybee mates up to 50 drones. Okay, so that we will go in the next slide. We will discuss about all that mating processes and all. Now this is a male one, that is drone, and the worker honeybee. This worker will do all the works to go out and collect honey from all the we can say from all the flowers and all this working part to maintain the community, even to clean the beehive. The worker will be working throughout day and night to maintain the beehive in good condition. Whatever work is being done in the colony is done by the worker. So its name is like that, worker. So then how this mating, how this population increase happens in honeybee, and how this queen is separate from these drone and this workers and drones, we'll see that. Now this queen honeybee is fed on this royal jelly. So what is this royal jelly? So royal jelly is a honeybee secretion only that is used in the nutrition of the larva and adult queens, because it will give them nutrition, it will help them to grow, it will give them vitamins and minerals to make their body full grown, and which will nurture their body to give birth to healthy individuals or healthy honeybees. So for that, the royal jelly is being fed by the queen only. So it is secreted from where? It is secreted from the glands of the hypopharynx of the nurse bees and fed to the larva in the colony regardless of the sex and caste. But mainly the royal jelly is being fed to the queen bee, because the queen bee is the one who is maintaining the population. For the health and nutrition of this queen bee, this is being fed to this queen bee. Okay, so this is special. So when one queen bee dies, what will happen? Female bees, the worker bees are also female bees. So this worker diploid bees are then again fed on this royal jelly. So this royal jelly is then fed to these workers to make them healthy, to make them individuals who can again take the place of queen bee, and they can give birth to individuals, or they can maintain the bee population. Okay, so like that only this system goes on. So when the queen bee dies, the worker will feed on this royal jelly, which is having a very nutritional benefit, which will make the body of the worker again as strong, as good as a queen bee, and they will maintain the population of the beehive, right? So this cycle continues, and this is the royal jelly being fed to the queen bee. So that's why queen bee is a bit separate from the workers and drones. Okay, now we will move on to the haplodiploid system, or what we are telling the haplodiploid mechanism. So let us move on to that. Now in this diagram you can see that during the process of creating a queen, new queens, the workers have constructed special queen cells, and the larvae of these cells are fed with the copious amount of royal jelly. So this is the royal jelly. Okay, so you can see the workers have created special cells where the queen is being fed by copious amount of royal jelly, and this type of feeding triggers the development of the queen morphology, so including the fully developed ovary and needed to lay eggs. So this, what does this do? This will mature their ovaries properly and help them to lay eggs, what is necessary for the queen bees to maintain a healthy population. And royal jelly is sometimes used as an alternative medicine also for us under the category of epitherapy. So this is a very new term. So this is a therapy which is given to us. This is called epitherapy, and it is often sold as a dietary supplement for humans as well. So it's a dietary supplement for humans. It's very nutritious. So we do eat honey, but this is a therapy, epitherapy. It's not for all, but some category of person who are not getting proper nutrition and all. So that is for dietary supplement. The royal jelly has been given as a supplementation also, and it has health benefits to humans as well. So it is having health benefits to this queen bee also, and it is helping them to build good ovaries to lay eggs. Now we will move on to the process of this mating and all. Now here you can see this queen honeybee. Okay, so the queen bee, it will mate with drones. Okay, so queen bee will be mating with drones, and it is having a capacity of selection. So what is the capacity of selection? Queen bee will at the times it can mate with 50 drones, and it is having a pouch kind of thing where it will store the sperms of this drones. Okay, so the sperms are being stored in the pouch. Now the queen bee, when it wants to produce now suppose it is producing number of eggs, it has produced number of eggs, queen bee has produced number of eggs. Now few eggs are being fertilized with the sperm. So these eggs which are fertilized with the sperm will give 2N, that is diploid organisms, and diploid is only the workers. So it will give rise to female again. So queen bee, after using the sperms, if they are producing the offsprings or individuals, they will be having 2n number of chromosomes, that is female, and they are workers. Now, as it is having an option of whether to fertilize the eggs or not, there are certain unfertilized eggs as well. So what it will do, queen bee will directly make it to new individuals. So that is an option he is doing. So all the eggs, they don't need to fertilize. So these eggs are unfertilized, and then they will give birth to n, as it was the gametes were n and n in honeybee. So few are being fertilized with the sperms. They are giving 2n number of individuals, but those gametes in this which are not being fertilized, unfertilized, will give rise to n individual with n chromosomes. So those are what? Those are drones, and drones are always male. So there is no question of females when there is a haploid number of chromosomes. So just make it clear. I hope I have tried my best to make it clear. So when this unfertilized eggs are developing into individuals, they are drones, and this process is called parthenogenesis. So this is called parthenogenesis. And now this thing comes. So what is that? These drones are never having fathers, because they are produced from the queen bee directly, and they don't need father to get their egg fertilized and then to be born. So no fathers are there. So these drones, they don't have father, but they have a grandfather. Why? Because the queen bee is a female form. So it has been formed by mating of the egg and the sperm. So the egg and the sperm, they mated and the zygote was formed, then only the queen bee was formed. So they are having a grandfather. And again, when they will again go to the process of fertilization, they will give birth to a female only. So they will again, this female, when again give birth to a male, then they'll have a grandson. Okay, when these drones, they are mating, a female is born, and from that female a male or a son is born, male honeybee is born, they will have a grandson, and they will have a grandfather. So they'll have a grandfather and they'll have a grandson, but they will never have a father and they'll never have a son. So is it clear to all of you now? It's a very difficult thing to understand, but it's a very conceptualized thing. Please do try to understand it, and it's a very common question for you all in your NCERT as well as in your pre-medical boards. Okay, if you are having any doubts yet, please ask me in my comment box. Let's move on. So this is what we have studied till now, is the haplodiploidy method of sex determination system. So honeybee, we can say that they are undergoing haplodiploidy. It is a type of sex determination in which the males develop from the unfertilized eggs. So the drones are formed from the unfertilized eggs and are haploid, and the females, they develop from the fertilized eggs. So the females are developing from the fertilized eggs, and then what is formed? Diploid number of worker bees are formed. So drones are formed without fertilization, and that is haploid, and these females are formed from fertilized eggs and they are diploid. So this full method is called haplodiploidy method of sex determination. So this is quite different from us humans as well as Drosophila, insects and birds. So this is different in honeybees. So they are having haplodiploidy sex determination system. So this is very important, and please note down in your mind, in your book, that it should not be, you should not forget this thing. It is very important. So honeybee gametogenesis involves the formation of haploid sperm from the unfertilized eggs and diploid eggs from the fertilized eggs. So influenced by the activation and maternal zygotic transition process. So this is what is happening. The maternal zygotic transition process is happening, and the diploid cells are formed from fertilized eggs, and unfertilized eggs are giving the formation of the haploid drones. Okay, so now we will move on to what is parthenogenesis definition. So we have told that the unfertilized eggs, when they are giving birth to drones, that process is called parthenogenesis. So it is a natural form of asexual reproduction in which growth and development of the embryo occur directly from an egg and without need for fertilization. So it is a reproductive strategy that involves the development of a female, rarely a male, gamete sex cell without fertilization, and parthenogenesis takes place in both asexual animals and plants. Okay, so parthenogenesis, it is a thing which is happening in both asexual animals and plants. Now it is also called a virgin birth. That is, why does it mean virgin birth? That without mating, without any need of sperm, it gives birth to an individual. So the embryo, we can say that it is a growth and development of an embryo directly from an egg. So without need of fertilization, as without mating, without fertilization, the offspring is formed. This is called virgin birth. Okay, so it is a different type of reproductive strategy, that is, and in this female gamete, they give birth to, rarely, we can say that development of female, rarely a male gamete without fertilization involved. So the male gamete can't give birth to another individual, so the egg is always matured to form another individual without the requirement of a sperm. Okay, so without sperm, the egg will get fertilized to give birth to another individual. Okay, is it clear to all of you now? Now let us move on to that important question with which we started the initial episode, that honeybees, these we can say that these drones, they don't have a father and a son, but they do have a grandfather and a grandson. So if we want to write the answer, we have understood that in honeybee, males do not have fathers, thus they can't have sons, but they have grandfathers and they can have grandsons as well. So if we want to write that down as an answer form, how we will write? So we will first start this with this phenomena is called haplodiploidy. We know what is that, we have already explained, and it is a sex determination system, occurs in some insects like bees. Now in this system, the male developed from the unfertilized egg are haploid. Okay, so n number of chromosomes are haploid, while the female developed from the fertilized egg is diploid, while 2n. So the male developed will be drone and the female developed will be worker. Is it clear? Now there is no participation of the sperm here. So this is the process what is called parthenogenesis, and where the drone is formed. Now there is no participation of the sperm in the formation of male bees, while the queen or the mother bee has a father, as it has developed from a fertilized egg. So the mother bee is having a father. As there is no participation of sperm in the formation of male bees, the drone will not have any father. So no sperm contribution, the formation of the male bees, the drones will not have any father. It's clear now, right? While the mother or the queen has been formed from a father, that is after fertilized egg only, they have given birth to the queen bee. Okay, so that was from a fertilized egg with the help of a sperm. So that is why the drone, that is the mother of the honeybee, is having a father. So drone will have a grandfather, and therefore drone has a grandfather and can also have a grandson, but do not have a father and cannot have a son. Okay, and they can't have a son as well, and they can't have son as well. So if you want to write this answer in this 4 steps, you'll have to organize that systematically and write it properly. So is it clear to all of you now? Sex determination is in honeybee is a very important part, and please do go through it once, twice, thrice till you understand the full concept and get it properly, because you'll have to answer it in your exams, pre-medical as well as board exams. And if your concept is clear, you will be able to answer it perfectly. So you need to go through this episode twice or thrice. Still, if you are having any doubts, please do write in my comment box, and please do subscribe to my channel, for many important topics are on the way to come, like pedigree analysis, chromosomal disorders and all. So stay tuned, share it with your friends, and please watch the episodes till the end. Don't skip in between, because you'll miss many important things which are being taught throughout the episode. So stay tuned, stay updated with all the episodes which I am posting. Thanks a lot for watching. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next episode.